Hey everyone, and welcome. Get ready for a story that sounds like it's straight out of science fiction, but it's absolutely real. We're talking about one of the most incredible objects ever found, a device so advanced, so out of place, it literally forced us to rewrite history. This is the story of a 2,000-year-old computer. You have to understand, this wasn't just some interesting artifact. This one thing, this corroded lump of bronze pulled from the bottom of the ocean, was so sophisticated it just shouldn't have existed back then. Its discovery sent a massive shockwave through the worlds of science and archaeology because it revealed a level of engineering that humanity wouldn't see again for another 1,500 years. Okay, let's dive right into this incredible mystery. To really get it, we've got to go back in time, over 120 years ago. The year is 1900, and a crew of Greek sponge divers is out on the Mediterranean. Everything's going fine until a huge, violent storm just blows up out of nowhere. So, to save their ship and their lives, they steer toward the nearest bit of land they can find, a tiny, rocky island called Antikythera. Once the storm finally passes, the captain figures, hey, we're here, let's check out the water. He sends a diver down, and the guy comes shooting back up, terrified, babbling about a horrifying heap of dead, naked people all over the seafloor. Well, turns out those dead people were actually marble and bronze statues. They had stumbled upon a 2,000-year-old Roman shipwreck, a literal treasure chest lost to time. They found these magnificent statues, gorgeous glassware, ancient coins, but amongst all that amazing treasure, there was this one weird thing, just a greenish, corroded lump of metal about the size of a big book that nobody had a clue what it was. It was so unimpressive they almost tossed it back into the sea. So in 1901, they haul this lump up and take it to a museum in Athens. But it just sits there for months. Nobody pays it much attention. Then, one day in May of 1902, the thing has dried out so much that a piece of it just cracks and falls away. An archaeologist happens to glance inside, and what he sees makes his jaw hit the floor. Tiny, perfect, intricate gear wheels. And this is the moment, right here, where our story goes from a cool treasure hunt to a mind-bending technological detective mystery. Because what they were looking at, nestled inside that chunk of bronze, was something that, according to everything we thought we knew about history, simply could not exist. And we're not just talking about any old gears. Sure, the Greeks had big, clunky gears for, lifting heavy things or grinding grain, but these were something else entirely. We're talking miniature, precision-cut gears with interlocking teeth, like the guts of a complex modern clock. Finding this in a 2,000-year-old relic was just impossible. And let me put this into perspective for you. The teeth on these little bronze gears were about a millimeter long. A millimeter. That level of fine detailed metalworking, that kind of complex machinery, it just vanished from history. It wouldn't show up again in Europe until the massive cathedral clocks of the Middle Ages, over 1,400 years later. It was literally an artifact from the future that had been sitting at the bottom of the sea. So, the giant question for the next century became, what in the world was this impossible machine? It took decades of work, using everything from old-school X-rays to super advanced 3D computer scanning to slowly, piece by piece, unlock its secrets. So let's break down what this thing actually was. What they discovered is that it was the world's very first analog computer. Now, unlike your smartphone, which is a digital computer using electricity, an analog computer uses physical moving parts, gears in this case, to model a problem and calculate an answer. This device was a mechanical calculator for the entire universe as they knew it. The way it worked was, believe it or not, pretty straightforward in concept. An operator would turn a little knob or a crank on the side. That one input would start the main gear turning, which would then turn a whole series of interconnected gears. And each set of gears was designed with such mathematical precision that they would move different pointers on dials on the outside of the box, giving you the answers to incredibly complex astronomical questions almost instantly. And here is where the true genius of this thing just shines. The fragments we have show at least 30 gears, and scientists think the original had way more. It even used these super advanced gear systems, things we call epicyclic gears, where smaller gears literally orbit around a central one. This was how they brilliantly modeled the weird variable speed of the moon, a mechanical feat that is just staggering for that time period. Now, one of the biggest aha moments in cracking this thing's code came from a single gear. It was a big one, and it had exactly 223 teeth. Now, to you and me, 223 sounds like a totally random number. But to an astronomer, oh, it's magic. 223 is the number of months in what's called the Saros cycle, a pattern that ancient Babylonians figured out could be used to predict eclipses. That one year proved it. This machine was an eclipse predictor. So we have a pretty good idea of how this cosmic engine worked its magic. But what did it actually do? I mean, if you were an ancient Greek, why would you want one? What problems was this incredible device actually built to solve? Think of it like an ancient Greek super app. It was a complete guide to the cosmos and to time, all packed into one portable box. It could show you the position of the sun and the moon. It had a little half-silvered ball that would turn to show you the exact phase of the moon. It predicted solar and lunar eclipses with amazing accuracy. It even tracked the 5 planets they knew about. And get this, it wasn't just for astronomy. It also had a dial that kept track of the 4-year cycle for major sporting events, including the Olympic Games.
Now, something really important to remember is that this machine was built based on the science of its time. It's a perfect model of a geocentric universe, meaning it puts the Earth at the center of everything. In their view, the Earth stood still and the sun, moon, and planets all circled around us. The mechanism is a beautiful mechanical snapshot of that ancient understanding of the cosmos.
So you might be wondering, how did we figure all this out? Well, one of the coolest breakthroughs came from modern tech. Using powerful 3D X-ray scanners, researchers were able to see through centuries of corrosion and found thousands of tiny Greek letters inscribed all over the machine, even on the internal parts. It was, essentially, a built-in user manual, explaining what everything meant. Cracking that text was the key to unlocking the whole mystery. Okay, so this leads us to the biggest and maybe the most important question of all. If the ancient Greeks had this absolutely mind-blowing technology, what happened to it? Why did it just disappear? Why did it take another millennium and a half for anything even close to this to show up again? Well, the Antikythera mechanism teaches us a really powerful and kind of scary lesson. Progress is not guaranteed. Technology doesn't always move forward in a straight line. The knowledge to make these things was simply lost. The most likely reason is actually pretty simple. Bronze was super valuable back then, so when these complex, expensive machines eventually broke, they probably weren't fixed. They were just melted down to make swords or statues. This one only survived because a shipwreck hid it from the world. So let's just quickly recap the incredible story we've just unpacked. We learned that this thing was the world's first ever analog computer. It used this amazing system of bronze gears to create a map of the heavens. It could predict eclipses, track the planets, and even tell you when the next Olympics were. And, most hauntingly, we saw how this incredible technology was tragically lost for over 1,500 years. But above all, it's just undeniable proof that the genius of the ancient world was far more extraordinary than we ever imagined. The great science fiction writer Arthur C. Clarke had a really powerful thought about this. He wondered what would have happened if the Greeks hadn't lost this technology. What if they had built on it? He believed that if they had, our entire technological timeline would have been accelerated by centuries, maybe even millennia. It's a staggering thought. Just think of the potential that was lost. You know, the Antikythera mechanism came out of nowhere. It completely blindsided us. It was a ghost from a past we thought we understood. And it just makes you wonder, right? What else is out there? What other secrets are still hidden at the bottom of the ocean or buried under layers of sand, just waiting to be found, waiting to change everything we think we know about our own story?